Good morning, myself Kavita Shai. I'm here with a video for class 6. Chapter is landforms of the earth. Okay. So in this video I will be telling you the introduction of landforms and the type of forces, and my next video will be on the mountains and its types. Okay. So as you can see here that what are landforms? You may be thinking what are landforms? So on the earth you must have seen mountains, you must have seen plains, plateaus, okay? So if the earth is seen from the space, then the surface of the earth is not uniform, is not even, is not same. The blue color circle shows you the earth's surface, and it is not even, it is not same. At some places it rises up several meters high from the earth's surface. At some places it is flat, like Lucknow is a flat land, Lucknow is a plain, and at some places the earth's surface is having a deep valley, it's very low. For example, the dotted areas. So these are known as landforms of the earth. What are landforms? The earth's surface is not even. Even means uniform, same. It rises at some places. You can see the mountain is rising. This part of the earth is rising up, and it is flat at other places. And it is flat at other place. Here you can see it is flat. Here it is a low-lying area. These variations, these differences on the earth's surface are called landforms or relief features. You can also call them relief features. So when you see earth from space, it is not uniform. This blue circle is not same. At some places it rises, at some places it falls like the dotted area, and at some place it is flat. These variations, these differences on the earth are known as landforms or relief features.
Okay.
Okay, you may be thinking, dear students, that how are these landforms produced? Okay, so these landforms are produced because of two types of forces. Okay, these forces are endogenic and exogenic. Okay, all the mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, deltas, okay, all the landforms that you see on the earth, they are produced because of two types of forces. There are two types of forces acting on the earth. Okay, one type of force is your endogenic, and the second force is your exogenic. Now we will discuss each of them one by one. Now endogenic forces means the forces which are working, which are present, which are acting inside the earth. These forces are originating inside the earth. They are produced, they are working, they are acting inside the earth. You cannot see them. These forces produce earthquakes, they produce volcanoes, they cause mountain building, which we will study in the next video. Now, these forces, what are they doing? So these forces create landforms. They produce landforms. Mostly they are known as constructive forces because they are creating landforms mostly. Now you may ask, how do they create landforms? So they create landforms in two ways. They create landforms by upliftment and by subsidence. Now you may ask, what is upliftment? So uplift, it means when the land is rising up. When the land rises up, for example, this is your land, the stick shows you the land, and the land is pushed up. You can see the marker is pushing the stick up. So the land, the stick rises up. So this is upliftment, the rising of the land, like mountain formation. Subsidence is the land sinking or the lowering of the land. For example, if this is your stick and it falls down, it comes down, this is known as subsidence of the land. So landforms are created in two ways by endogenic forces: upliftment and subsidence. Upliftment is rising of the land and subsidence is sinking of the land. Now third point says of endogenic forces that they are also known as please note, they are also known as tectonic forces. Tectonic because they are produced because of the plate tectonic movement, and about this you will study in your class 9th. So I'm just not touching this topic, this is not for your level, okay? So please remember the 3 points. The same 3 points we will study for exogenic forces. Please note, they are working inside the earth. They create landforms, they produce landforms. And what is the other name? Tectonic forces. Okay. Now we are coming to the second type of forces. The second type of forces are exogenic forces. Okay. Now as you can see, exogenic means they are working, they are produced, they are acting, they are originating on the earth's surface. They are working on the earth's surface. Okay, for example, rivers, wind, sea water, glaciers, they all are the examples of exogenic forces. Rivers we have discussed in water bodies chapter, that when the rivers flow, they do erosion, deposition, transportation. When the wind is, you must have observed, when the wind blows very fast, it carries the soil from one place and deposit it at other place. So it so happens that on a very windy day, the outside of your house may become very soily or may become very muddy, may have lots of dust. That is because of the sediments, because of the soil carried by the fast blowing wind and which is deposited in your house, okay, in your veranda or outside. So exogenic forces are working on the earth's surface. These forces are also called as gradational forces. Now you may ask, what is the meaning of gradational? So just now I told you that Earth's surface is not uniform. It rises at some places and it is flat at other place. So leveling means bringing the earth to a same height, bringing the earth to a same level, okay? Bringing the earth to a same level means the highlands will be lowered. It means the areas which are rising up, they will be lowered, and the low-lying areas, they will be filled with sediments. So the height will become the same. So exogenic forces, they are called gradational forces. What is gradational? Gradational means leveling of the earth. Again I am repeating, what is leveling? Bringing the earth's surface to the same level. How are they leveling the earth? They are leveling the earth in two ways: erosion and deposition. You have studied about them in reverse topic. Now what is erosion? Erosion means lowering the height of mountains, of highland areas. What is deposition? Deposition is filling the low-lying areas. When the sediments are filled, again when the sediments are deposited at the same place for many years, the low-lying areas becomes higher. When the mountains are eroded for many years, the height of the mountain becomes less. So in this way, by these two ways, the exogenic forces modify the landforms. They bring changes in the landforms which are produced by the endogenic forces. Whatever landforms endogenic forces are producing, These landforms are modified by the exogenic forces. How are they modified? By erosion and by deposition.